Hello and welcome back once again, my friends, pioneers of werewolves, divergence, and glitches, to another episode of the Daily Candle Close News, sending you all much love and high vibrations out to wherever it is you may be in the matrix and galaxy. Pioneers, I know it's hard sometimes, but it won't get any easier than this. This is, I swear to you, the easiest part, sometimes letting go. And so if you can just make it through that, I promise you everything else that comes next will be just downhill. And I'm not saying that, well, the dragons we slay this year in the dragon year aren't going to get smaller, because they're probably going to get a lot bigger. But we will become so much more equipped as pioneers that are ready for the change that is to come. Good days, bad days, euphoric price rises, black swan events, sell-offs. They're like two sides of the coin. Some days are good, some days are bad, but they both have currency. Notice how I didn't say they had value, because money doesn't have value, but your thoughts, which are currency, do. See, the value of who you are and what you'll become is the value of how you look at the currency around the world, the currency of the life you'll live every day, every 24 hours you have. It's a choice, whether it's going to be good, whether it's going to be bad, whether it has value, or if it doesn't. Tell them again, coach, if you keep counting the bad days, the setbacks, the trials and tribulations, your failures, everything will add up to failure. See, you can never look at the bad days that may be to come, or that you're going through, as your outcome, your goal, your destiny. Why is there rain, coach, on a day where I need it to be sunshine? I don't know, look up in the sky. You see the rainbow? That's reminding you that there's a promise that tomorrow is coming, a brighter day. Your hard work is going to pay off, pioneers, in ways that you can't even see yet, as long as you stay prepared, as long as you take advantage of what you're given right now today. And just know that even when things may feel like, or things may soon seem like they're falling apart, I promise you they're coming together exactly how they were designed to, not how they probably should. But don't waste your time, pioneers, chasing green candles, buying overbought prices. Oh, we got a lot to talk about. Don't waste your time. Set your goals high, set your de-risking targets high. We're starting to hit multiple ones now. Oh man, ones we've talked about for almost 2 years. See, you have no idea what you're capable of doing. Make up your mind today and you'll figure it out. Become a pioneer. Change your vision. Change your life. See, today is a fresh page for you to write your story. A chance to take a new path, new opportunities, a gift filled with potential. I promise you that if you know what to do with it right now today, if you brush your unique artistic skills on that canvas, right now today we can have a chance to shape our journey that is ahead. Can I get a hello? We only have one chance at this life. I tell you, pioneers, Carpe Diem, seize the day. You didn't know what today was? It's National Carpe Diem Day. For Pete's sake day. See, don't you want to be the main star, the character in the book, the movie that you're writing, you're creating? Don't you want to make the best decisions for you and your family? Carpe Diem, seize the day today. Living within your mind and your body. You know what you're called to do. You know what excites you. What you're passionate about. I'm telling you, pioneers, I know what I'm passionate about. Lifting the vibration, lifting the frequencies, teaching people, guiding people. And until, well, you win, effort goes unnoticed. It's crazy, right? No one roots for you until everyone roots for you, is the old classic saying. I'm here to give people flowers before their death day. Instead of at their funeral, I'm here to give them their flowers while they still living. I'm here to cheer for people right now today, even while they struggling. You've already cried because you in pain. Cry something to get some reward out of it. Let's go. See, this is how it works apparently though. No one roots for you till you're succeeding, until you're number one. But I got a group of pioneers that are rooting for me right now today, while we're still building, while we're still pursuing. Can I get a hello? I ain't got no competitors, no tribalistic nature in me. I want us all to win. A winner loser, they might have the exact same goal, to win. But along the process, something's going to happen that's going to test your level of desire that will separate you from the two categories, the winner or the loser, the victor or the victim. I don't play the victim card, I'm going to be the victor. I know how bad it is, I say what it is I want. Can I go? Can I get a hello? If you wish to be happy, study happiness. If you wish to be successful, study success. If you wish to be rich, study wealth. Don't leave it to chance or leave it for Joe Blow or Sally Sue to do it. Do the work. Do the due diligence, because the reality of your life is always right now, today. Carpe diem, seize the day today on National Carpe Diem Day. Can I get a hello? Let's go, pioneers. We got a lot to talk about. A lot. And I'm going to start with the decode of why we're seeing Bitcoin pump on upwards of $55,000 today on 2/26/2024. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that Bitcoin's going to be the future cash. Shout out to Modern Sword, who early this morning at the bright hours of dawn sent me this news about, well, guess what? We saw Baron Rothschild die today on the same day that I'm writing a blog about Bitcoin and, well, ordinals. News that we got about a Bitcoin fork ordinals having some fluctuation. Potentially breaking into a new higher high than the $92 high it already set. So we've got a lot to talk about, but Bitcoin being the future of cash on Johnny Cash's Bitcoin, on Johnny Cash's birthday, hit a new all-time yearly high of $54,000. So why not start right there and just decode the breakout on Johnny Cash's birthday that we are seeing. Johnny Cash giving us the same 117 we get in Bitcoin. You can't make this up. The future cash that we've been telling you about for upwards of 4 years now. Shout out to our Facebook days. Shout out to that. Mr. XR Billionaire is what we used to go by on our Facebook handheld videos that we would do with our phone. I mean, before we started learning how to do OBS and YouTube lives and stuff. But we were telling you then, in the poem I wrote in 2019 before we saw the world shut down with the C19 and the push for we need your change. It was always about a monetary change that we've taught you about the next 1971 Richard Nixon shock. So again, this was all tied to Johnny Cash's birthday. So again, Johnny Cash giving us and tying us into that very powerful $54,000 we hit today, because Johnny R. Cash, and we saw Jacob Rothschild Jr. pass away today. He was a banker. We're going to be talking about this. He was an investment banker and one of the wealthiest men in the world, and Bitcoin hits 54K today. I know some of you are going to scream. It's all tied to the Freemasonic characters, and that's the reason why he passed away today, giving us, when I type it out correctly, that same 54. Or they're going to scream it's the Jesuit order. And I mean, I'm not saying that some of these sun cults don't have a tie into what we have witnessed here sun and moon. Notice how he did die today on a Monday, a moon day, and well, Johnny Cash gave us that same no, it didn't. Yeah, but anyway, tying us all into Johnny Cash's birthday, sun and moon giving us the 111 that we get in banker, which is what I was trying to get to, sorry. For Jacob Rothschild, tying us into the banker and the 111, tying us back into, well, the next 9/11 event, because 9/11 happens on the 111th day of the year, except for this year because it's a leap year, remember that. But anyways, we've been tying the markets back to this date for quite some time, and we'll probably bring it up later. But anyways, the next 9/11 event is what this is showing me, okay? But again, sun and moon ritual is really what this is tied to, okay? I think bringing forth a even deeper concept of, well, tying us back into the recent rematch of Super Bowl 54, and again how that was held in 2020 right before the world was shut down, and how this could be happening right before and showing us the next 9/11 event right after the same rematch of Super Bowl 54, which was what I told you, a marriage ritual, marriage giving us that same 54, okay? So very important, a marriage of the old currency with the new currency, like 1971 Richard Nixon shock with the, well, the gold-backed dollar and the petro-backed dollar, the U.S. currency-backed dollar, basically, but the gas-backed dollar. But anyways, so it's pretty important that we understand what we're seeing today with this banker and why he died today, which was exactly, when we look at this, tying us into that 54 and 154, which 1 times 54 is 54, exactly 150 weeks and 4 days since, well, Prince Philip died. This character, right, I had him pulled up, but anyway, since Prince Philip died back in 2021 after this, you know, the event that we saw the year prior, but that 49 tying us into, well, the 54 we get in 49, and this has been a occurring theme that we've seen all year, that 117 tying us into Bitcoin. But an occurring theme since the 49ers were in the rematch of the 54th Super Bowl, all tying us into, well, the rise of the Antichrist, the deeper meaning, the 49 we get there, correct? But the Antichrist giving us that 154, tying us back into the 150 weeks and 4 days, or 1,054 days, either way, the 154 it's been since Prince Philip died, tying into today when Jacob Rothschild, Baron Rothschild, died. So very important that we just continue to make these connections, because again, this day is tied to the 54 that we get in Baron Rothschild. You can't make this up. Okay, so again, tying us into the next 9/11 event, because that 166 we get in Twin Towers, like the Twin Towers. So very important, okay? So hopefully now you can start seeing how even Johnny R. Cash is tied to this with the 54 we got in that. On his birthday, he dies. Okay, Bitcoin hits a $54,000 high, pushes on up towards 55,000 in a current open long, up right now 217%. So very important. We'll see how that goes. But cool. Not really much. We just opened it with a high leverage $46 trade. See what happens. Got our alarm set, got our stop loss set in profit right now, so no matter what, we're gonna make like $7 at least. So, woohoo. But either way, we'll see what happens if we can hit that 57, 58, 59K as we, today is the 57th day of the year, and we'll continue to break this down, but very important. But back to the decode and why we're seeing this and why it's all tied to the Twin Towers and the next 9/11 event. Probably, well, let's go ahead and show it. The next Sorry, I'm looking at my notes real quick. We did say that this was a sun and moon ritual. Sun gives us 54. Baron Rothschild gave us 54, and he dies on a moon day, a Monday. Okay, so sun and moon tied in here, right here. 42 days before the next eclipse, where the sun and moon, come together. Again, this is an eclipse ritual. So let's go back to really quickly in our notes. The first eclipse of the Great American Eclipse back in 2017, which was on 8/21/2017 and tied into today. And let's show you what you get. You get 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days, the 666. So again, tying us into the mark of the beast, Jacob Rothschild. Giving you that 66, that 54. No, that's Jake. That's not a. That's a V, not a C. But Jacob Rothschild giving you that 66. That we get in corona, which is the outermost part of the sun. 54, the sun's crust during a eclipse, okay, or Latin for the word crown. But that same 66 all tying us into the number of the beast, okay, that same 66, okay. But again, tying us back into this that we saw in 2020, which stands for, it's an abbreviation, you guys. It stands for creating our vision in detail. So let's remember that. But it's all tying us into the next 9/11 event, which is, I believe this. All right, that cyber attacks on the banks, okay, giving us a very powerful 74. We'll tie that in a minute. That 116 we get in when we take S off and cyber attack on bank, the bank, system, the banking system, it gives us that 116 we get in Rothschild, which will probably be a bank we see hit first with this news now popping off. But that same 154 that we got in the Antichrist, in the connection back to Prince Philip's death 1,054 days ago, 150 weeks and 4 days ago, so very powerful. All right, and then the year we are in is a wood dragon year, and this is all happening on a day tied to the dragon. Note this, okay, both for Pete's sake day equals the same 59 we get in dragon, and on Carpe Diem, which is seize the world day, okay, Carpe Diem means seize the world, seize the day, okay, Carpe Diem is what that means. But 59 all tied to the wood dragon and the year we are in. So a Rothschild passes away on a day tied to the dragon in the wood dragon year. Okay, so very, very important. Alright, irrefutable, undeniable that you can't maybe some of you don't understand these connections, but you can't make them up. Okay, it is clearly showing something tied to, well, the banking system and a possible 9/11 event and a collapse of the banking system between now and, well, the upcoming eclipse on 4/8, the end of the X in 2024, which, if you notice, was yeah, that's how we'll do it. 1 month, 1 week, and 6 days since, well, the next eclipse. So Rothschild 116, Wood Dragon 116, a cyber attack on the bank 116, all tying in here to what we're seeing today in the news with, well, the passing of Baron Rothschild, a banker, an investment banker. So Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high, and what I've been telling my pioneers is a everything bubble in our TradeAholics and Fibonomics meetings that we hold here at the Daily Candle Close News. Our weekly blog that we just wrote about, with the everything bubble this morning. Is this another Monday false move, fake move, phony move Monday? We'll talk a little bit about this today. But in our TradeAholics and Fibonomics meetings that we hold here in our TANF trading group and course, that you can find under Book Online. Just go to more, Book Online. Sorry, I thought I had it pulled up, but right here. And you can join that every Tuesday. Tomorrow night will be our next meeting, and every Friday at 7:30. So getting back to this and showing you why we have what we have in the news today, why we're seeing what we see in the markets today. Well, today is the 57th day of the year, and we see the 4th Baron pass away. So 4th. Alright, and this is leading us into the 4th Industrial Revolution is what this is called. Okay, so it's going to be known as the Internet of Value. Okay, so remember that. The Internet of, wealth. The greatest transition of wealth. It's the digital economy. But the 4th Baron Rothschild, passed away. Okay, so Fourth. But anyway, 4th Baron gives us that same 57. So is that showing us a high of 57K? That 49 we get in 4th Baron, is that showing us after 57K we go to 49? Things I'm contemplating right here, right now. We've brought up the 49 a couple of times, even, Twin Towers ties us into that 49 and that 166, okay, that we talked about with the 166 we got in Baron Rothschild. Okay, so it's all very important. Zero doubt that it's tied here to what I'm talking about. This was a blocked video on YouTube and Rumble when I last did my first Cyber Polygon video back in 2021. It was, so we'll see how this upload goes. I'm manifesting good, positive outcome, and for a message to be sent around the world, guiding millions to safety and, financial stability and security. $54,700 price action for Bitcoin right now. Let's go! Anyway, so long must be looking really good. Take a quick look at it, and it is banging to the upside, slowly but surely, breaking out of this possible bull pennant triangle looking thingy that had like a double bottom like pattern over here, this nice W pattern breakout. We've held a consistent sideways trading range off of this previous top back here. I set my stop loss there. I said we'll go, we're already in the long. From breaking out of 53K, breaking into 54,000, where we knew was a good opportunity to maybe catch a good long. So again, no matter what, we're gonna close with like $5 or $7. maybe, 2 or 3, depending on where my stop loss is set. Right now I'm setting at $7 to the upside. So we'll see how that goes. I got 62 cents in. We're just gonna add that to the trade. Forget it. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. We're gonna go to market. I mean, why not just go ahead and use the 62 cents? Okay, well, never mind. It won't let me because I'm at 200x leverage. Anyways, I'll quit playing around. But no matter what, I'm going to gain a little bit of, like, a couple bucks. Hopefully this continues to shoot up to the upside. 56 to 57,000 that we've blogged about over the past 2 weeks. Upwards of maybe 58 to 59k as we head into tomorrow, the 58th day of the year. So anyways, I'll quit playing around and get back to the decode, because it's nowhere near done as to why we are seeing price action rise to the upside. Nobody else is going to tell you this. Make these connections like Coach Abe. Let's go. So anyways, Coach, why are we seeing Bitcoin to the upside at $55,000 today? Why are you in a 200x leverage long, risking your $46? Okay, it's really 47, but with the fees, it's down to like 46 something. But as we head into the 47th president, the 47 we are, potentially seeing in the decode with, well, beast rising soon, the rise of the 47th president. Okay, the 47k Bitcoin that could be incoming that Coach has warned you about. So but anyways, it's all tied to the World Trade Center. Okay, again, I started my morning blog writing about this 92, and that same 218 we also got in, well, this, whenever we put the S on it. But anyways, the World Trade Center tying us in 218, that 74 we said we'd talk about earlier. That's pretty important. Okay, but anyways, tying us into this 92 I was talking about in ordinals this morning. Ordinals, a project that was getting a project tied to Bitcoin, getting a lot of news and prana. So we wrote a little bit of a blog about it, did a little bit of charting on it, something that we've been, calling okay on. We called the short temporarily, gave targets for upside. We were closing in on them, so we'll see what happens. Do we see that $100 price action for ordinals? Do we break that $92 high it set? Imagine that, it's at a $92 high. We'll pull the chart up and show you this. But yeah, Bitcoin 54,800, wanting to break that 55,000 where we have alarms set at. But let's pull up the ordi chart really quick for you all and show you what we're talking about. Sitting at $67,000 right now with the high of, back here, wow, 92 bucks. And ordinals has the 92 in numerology and gematria, so you cannot tell me, you cannot code the markets like this. But that same 26 we see in today's date, the 26th, 226, we'll get to that in a minute, but the same 26 we're seeing in ordinals, and it's in the news today, so I wrote a blog about it today. Why not? Okay, so anyways, tying us in here to all the 92 we're getting in, well, the World Trade Center and the potential next 9/11 event, which could happen on, I don't know, maybe the 29th of this month. I don't know, I'm just throwing that out there. The mayor of 92 as above, so below. But I'm just throwing that out there. We'll look at that date in a minute, see if it's connected by the number to the upcoming eclipse or previous 9/11 date, upcoming 9/11 date. We can do a little decoding. But anyways, I didn't think it was, surprising. Not really. I mean, not at all. How old would Johnny Cash have been today? 92 years old on Johnny Cash's birthday. So maybe you're understanding why I'm seeing this. I don't know. I'll behave. But anyways, maybe I do play too much, but I am taking this very seriously. But anyways, 226. Why did this news happen today? Well, Coach has been warning of the next black swan event, giving you that same 226. And we see, well, the angel of death come visit a banker today, maybe showing us the next 9/11 event, but it's also tying us back into King Charles II, who recently said he had cancer. Oh shoot. But anyway, that 226. But what it's really tying us into, the real King Charles, is this fella, right back in 26 on February 6th. Today's the 26th of 1685, who passed away. Okay, at age 54. Okay, and Bitcoin hit a 54K high, all tied to the 54 we went over today. So you can't really make this up. Was that alarm? Let me know that Bitcoin has broke up even higher. Let's go check it out. Our long is pushing to the upside. 55,300 in the upload live for you all. Just banger. Absolute banger to the upside. Let's go. Automatically doubled our money. Automatically up another whopping 317%. Well, 374%. So just whopping banger. Coach A gives the bangers here. Gotta drop that for our pioneers all over the Discord. Let's go. Let's go. Share it with them. Banger. Banger. That's what we do here. We give you all the setups. We put our money in them. We go. Just absolute bang. We think this can continue to climb. 1 minute gonna cool down a little bit. Maybe come back and retest the highs. Retest the structure. Maybe it don't push me out of the long. We'll have to continue to make sure this is set on the other side of the 223 and the 322 as we continue to push up. We'll just have to keep watching this as the night continues on. Maybe we continue to hold the outside of the Bollinger Band like we've been doing over the last, 10 minutes of the 1 minute candles. So probably not. And continue to bang. My cat's trying to get outside. And anyways, so sorry about her whining in the background. But absolute banger to the upside. So pretty much invalidating this head and shoulders and ABC pattern out of this smaller time frame, like 7 minute 1 2 3 4 5 pattern I was playing, which we always know that the fifth wave, let's delete that now that it's invalidated. Let's just move this ABC structure down. It'll be coming into play soon, but we always know that these ABC or these 1 2 3 4 5 patterns can also have a 1 2 3 4 5 within inside the 5 wave. So 1 2 3 4 could be working on the fifth wave inside of the fifth wave right now, since we printed a higher high. Again, we're extremely overbought on pretty much every time frame you can look at, with bearish divergences printed on every time frame imaginable. So as we continue to push up higher and higher, with the RSI setting lower highs over time since October, things are just looking very, very shaky and concerning to the sophisticated analyst, especially knowing that we're exceeding upwards of a 1.618 ratio from a retest range of 49 high to a low of, 38K that we retested as support. It getting pretty extended. But a major play we did give our pioneers was this potential retest zone that we flirted with the top of before blast off, because we were able to break back above $51,100. Let's go. So very important as to why we're seeing this right now today. I've showed you in the decode that we're not even done with. Okay, so again, why this is important is this is exerting the 888 fib. We've reached the 888 fib from the institutional high of 2021, where we teach you we pull our highs from to the low of 15K, upwards of $55,000. Satan 55, God 55. Today's the 26th, God equals 26. So again, adding to the code right here. But will we now touch the 0.5 fib of our parallel? It's a not parallel channel, but it's a fib channel pulled from high to low, institutional high to the 15K institutional low, you guys. So again, very important. Do we reach the 58K mark as we head into tomorrow, the 58th day of the year? Pioneers, can I get a hello? And then exceed upwards of 63, maybe 59 as we head into the 59th day of the year, 2 days from now, in the year of the dragon 59. I don't know. We could be reaching these absurd, ludicrous price ranges that we've talked about. The everything bubble continues to rise towards new all-time highs for everything across the board. The Japanese currency, the Australian, France, you got Germany, you've got Japan, you've got currencies all around the world, stocks all around the world, you've got cryptos all around the globe, printing new all-time highs. The everything bubble continues. So, a lot to talk about that we'll be going over tomorrow night in our 7:30, what we average on 5 hours group discussion and meeting for the cryptocurrency market, the stock market, the economy overall in general as we talk about what's to come potentially tomorrow. 227. What can tie us into this? I don't know. A market collapse for one. It's just, I'll just behave, but it's bound to come, pioneers. Nothing can go straight up. What goes up must come down. But again, tying us into, possible market collapse. I don't know. Banking equals 58. Something I'll be watching tomorrow on the 58th day of the year here. But anyways, it's tying us back into, again, the Twin Towers. September the 11th. If I can spell right. But anyway, September the 11th gives us that 227. So again, tying us into the next possible 9/11 event. We can see that 92, and September the 11th ties us into the 92 we've already discussed in this decode. Imagine that, pioneers. So again, it's not like I'm making these things up. I've been warning of the Hunger Games. Y'all thought that was just a movie? You better get ready. The Great Depression 2.0 is coming soon, pioneers. It's gonna make the 08 housing market crisis, the dot-com bubble. It's gonna make everything like 9/11. C-19 look like a blip on the radar. Do you hear me now, pioneers? I don't know. I'll behave. But maybe you don't hear me, though. We talking about dead presidents. Possibly. I don't know. But anyway, that same 227. I'm not saying something happened to Joe Biden tomorrow, but we've been predicting a possible batter change to the man, Kamala Diva Harris, the Scarlet Woman, the Scarlet Beast, that brings forth the rise of the beast coming forth. But what I'm talking about is money. You got dead presidents on your money. I'm talking about a banking collapse, a possible crisis we could see tomorrow coming out of today as we head forth into the eclipse. I'm not saying it has to happen tomorrow. I'm just saying, is this the news that we got today? Is this what it is showing us, pioneers? All very, very important. Again, but anyways, this man that died today, his name was Jacob Rothschild, a banker. Okay, giving us that very powerful 87, and he died at 87 years old, tying us into the 87th element, francium. So let's go to that really quickly. Royal Society of Chemistry. Boom. Let's go to the periodic table. Let's show you the 87th element and why that is so important. And why this man died at 87 years old. It is francium. Okay? So again, tying us into France and the logo of the upcoming Winter Olympics and the female flame, tying us into the upcoming female presence, the upcoming female president in our world, but giving us that 223, tying us into the skull and crossbones. 223, order 322, the brotherhood of death. Okay, so again, all tied to what we're seeing today, and the potential death to come to the markets, the economy, etc. To, well, presidents. But anyways, I'll behave, man. I've played too much. I'm just only out here trying to prepare you for the next 9/11 event, the next, well, potential meltdown these markets could see, where we could take advantage of them. Okay, because remember, it's not about shorting, it's not about longing, it's about being able to dollar cost average buy and accumulate de-risk over time. And imagine buying the $3,000 lows we were presented at C19, like some of us were able to, selling the tops of 69K that we gave you 3 weeks in advance, then buying the 15K lows to only get ready to start de-risking again, like we've been doing here at the Daily Candle Close News, hitting another de-risking target that we gave our pioneers that we'd be taking advantage of, being completely transparent as we gave them some of the most bullish calls of this falling wedge breakout to the upside. Let's go. This trend line where we knew we'd be de-risking if we got above, when we got back into, we've done nothing but hold support of it and bounce all the way up towards the 888, towards the 1618 of the institutional top highs, and a fib pool going all the way back to 2018 highs to lows in that bull market. So again, getting very, very overextended in price right now. So just trying to take advantage of every opportunity presented to us. This cup and handle pattern to the upside we gave our pioneers. We didn't quite come as down as low as I thought we could retest this high right here, but you know, we continued to move up. So cup and handle's pretty bullish, but again, the bearish divergence printing itself on the daily, 2-hour, weekly, higher time frames. Very, very important to pay attention to right now. So not getting overly bullish right now, not just being, you know, just taking opportunity where opportunity presents itself is all I'm doing. Okay, all I'm trying to teach. So let's remember that. But anyways, man, I think I've talked about a lot. I think I've discussed why we've talked about and seen this uptrend, this rally to the upside. Is this the start of the true upthrust after demand in the Wyckoff schematics that we've been teaching since the start of January here, where we got our, well, our preliminary support, and then we had our, well, boom, our first sign of weakness. Alright, automatic rally, got a support right here, so we've got 2 support lines, okay? Then we get a push up into another buying climax, the repeat of the cycle, upthrust, upthrust. Okay, we start moving into different phases of this, the sign of weakness in phase B. Okay, then we move up into the upthrust, the sign of weakness again, starting again in B, but starting phase C, the long kind of creep momentum we get during this period. Okay, 1 more, 2 more, final signs of weakness before the upthrust that starts phase C. Okay, alright, are we moving into phase D, where we bring the ABC corrective patterns into this, the cycles down with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s that we've talked about and shared in Elliott wave pattern theory? Do we get the, well, the last point of supply that comes up and is ultimately nothing but a higher low around 53, 54K, depending on where this top comes in, who knows, pushing on upwards of 55,700. Oh my god, let's go in the live stream, live kicking the fuck off. Let's go over upwards of 500% right now, if I had to guess. So let's go. 200x leverage trade. Do not suggest that. Do not trade like I do. But anyways, very, very bullish, you guys. So a lot to discuss and a lot to go over for tomorrow night in our TradeAholics and Fibonomics trading course, class, and group meeting for private Zoom for all of our pioneers and TradeAholics. So I'm going to leave this video here. I'm not really going to go over a lot of other cryptos. XRP, it's not surprising to see it at 55 cents while Bitcoin's at $55,000. Ethereum, I'm not surprised to see it setting at 322 $3,200, 322, Scott tied to Skull and Bones, 322 on a day. We see a death ritual. Anyways, you guys, they should speak for themselves if you have the true eyes of the elite and know how to decode. So I'm going to leave this video here, sending you all much love and high vibrations out to wherever it is you may be in the matrix and galaxy. Go to the website, dailycandleclosenews.com. Sign up for the blog. Sign up for one of our courses, our ebook, our religion course, one-on-one rapid coach Abe counseling. Got a website viewer right now. Shout out to you. You're quick. Join the TradeAholics and Fibonomics monthly group and course. Follow us on YouTube, Daily Candle Close News, on Twitter, Daily Candle Close News at jshook18, right there, okay? Or at Facebook, Daily Candle Close News. Let's get that 87 subscribers and followers up. Jacob Rothschild died at 87. His name equals 87. Okay? Follow us on Rumble at Honest Abe, capital H, capital A, B, 3. Let's go. Sending you all much love. But pioneers rise. Build your fortress. Build your legacy. Let's go.